And go. All right. Toss all his gear so I can do the equipment or the inventory clear. Go to room. Keep baggage. Nay. Out. In. Go out. Be the undo. There we go. Get out. Get rid of her carbon vest. That should be team. Yep. Alright. Team back. Good. So that's the duplicate team. Alright, so now we unequip Nay's ribbon. Sandals. Her defense is nice and underflow. Items. Could be the Nay shot. Equip Nay back with her ribbon and her sandals. Alright. Go back to here. The yellow card. Blue card. And then now we will, we will get rid of the ribbon. The Visiphone, and we'll get rid of the sandal. And that's all we have to do for glitching right now. Oops, don't want to buy. My bad. Sell. This extra slot down here for that much money. And we can't switch from sell to buy in the same menu, so there we go. Telepipe for Nay, telepipe for Nay, gate pipe, 2, 3, 4. So 4 escape pipes for Nay. So we give everything to Nay because Rolf's inventory is glitched, so he can't actually carry anything at this point. And hopefully that's the only encounter we get until we have the whole party. Nope. Not so lucky. We are getting our fleeing okay though. So now we're going to enter this town and leave. That's going to cause a Rudo to appear the next time we go to our house. We can go back into the tunnel because it lets us from the side there, and then leave, so we're back over here. So we don't have to walk all the way back around, which is nice. So we're going to go up here. So you notice I got that team item and then I duplicated it, so now Nay's got 2 of it. So team is actually this girl right here in the shroud. And this is her dad, and he doesn't recognize her, so he kills her. And then he freaks out because he killed her, and then he kills himself. But since we have another team in our inventory, if we come back in, it sort of does that cutscene again, and it walks us out, and I'm not doing that, and then it puts us in this weird glitch state where it still thinks we're in that cutscene, And so now I can't get encounters until I change screens again. So I'm going to use that little nugget of info to get to the next town with encounter free. And now that I've been to this town, Amy will show up at the house. So now we'll go ahead and use the telepipe to go back to the house. And there's Rudo. And there's Amy. Reorganize, add Rudo and Amy to the party. And we'll start. I will not use, dang it. Boss. Start getting rid of all Rudo's stuff. Stop using new. God, I'm blowing it. Boss. 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 There we go. Now Rudo's inventory is empty because we're going to glitch his inventory up too. Right now. Baggage, get in here, back out, go here, to here. Oh, I didn't need to actually go out. Baggage. YouTube to Nay. Baggage. Red card to Amy. Alright. So we got the key tube, we got the red card. Those are later game items right now. We're going to use this place, it's a teleporter. That lets us go to any town we've previously been to. We're going to go to the second town we went to. And then we're going to come up into here. We're going to buy this fiber gear for Amy. And we can go in the weapon shop. That was the armor shop. We're going to go to the weapon shop. And get 2 ceramic bars for Nay. And 2 ceramic knives for Amy. Alright. Now what we're going to do is equip Nay with the 2 ceramic bars. And then we're going to Rudo, or Rolf rather. Give the Nay helmet to Nay. Notice that Rolf's name is changing. Give that to Amy, the Nay crown to Amy. Nay armor to Nay. And Amy the Nay cape. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to equip Amy with fiber gear. The 2 ceramic knives. And the Nay cape. And now we're going to go into Rudo's inventory. And this is going to be the Nay Slapper. Now we're going to go into Amy and we're going to equip the carbon suit. And we're going to equip the Nay crown, I believe. Yeah, Nay crown. So we're also going to be underflowing for defense while we're doing that. And now we're going to get the fiber, or the green card. No, the Nay shield. Nay shield. So now what we're going to do is we're going to equip on Amy the fiber gear again. And now we're going to throw away her shoes. And now we're going to go into Rudo's inventory again. And get to the green card. And do it one more time. Nay Emil. We need all the Nay items to complete the game, and that would be everything there. We're going to buy a telepipe for Amy. We're going to buy antidotes until Rolf's name changes to black boxes. buy 10 more antidotes. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then 2 dimates. 1, 2. And then 17 escape pipes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 16, 17. Alright, we're going to leave. We're going to change our order to put Larudo up front. Go back in. Buy antidotes until his name changes to black boxes. Here we go. There we go, and then buy 29 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. Alright, and now we're going to change the party order again to Renee, Amy, Rudo, Rolf, and leave. Alright, ran away, that's good. Alright, we're gonna play with him. That's it. Through it. Alright, so we go in here. This door is locked. Renee has the item, it's the P-tube. We're just blowing by dungeons we didn't do. Don't need to do them. Oh my god, the step before the dungeon I got this encounter. At least I was able to run away. Yikes. Those things just must have like a crazy defense or something, I don't know. Or not take a lot of physical damage or something and expect you to use like techniques on it or something. So close to that teleporter. Hello, person. So that's a native Motavian, by the way. The people that look like humans are actually native Palmans from the planet Palma. Motavians are kind of look like those, or those dudes that are blue and they're actually kind of fuzzy too, I think. And then Bezorans are very tall, like blue creatures. Like lighter blue than the Motavians. So like this guy's a native. Oops, I could just walk right through me. Got our jet scooter. Alright, red dam time. Amy has the red card right there. That'll let us in. And so, if you weren't here earlier, so these dams are later game dungeons. I definitely am not supposed to be here yet. I mean, I wasn't even supposed to be in the dungeon where I got the scooter yet, if I'm being honest. But, there's a dungeon I was supposed to do before this, like, that, after completing the boss fight, all the biological monsters, they call them biomonsters, were supposed to, or basically all the biological monsters go away. And, then all the monsters in the world are robots at that point. So, since I haven't done that yet, any encounter that can be a biomonster is still going to be a biomonster. So, like, when I'm in the overworld, biomonsters are still going to exist, because they can. But any place that only can have robots is instead going to not have any encounters, because robots aren't available yet as an encounter. Which is the dams. The dams can only have robot encounters. So since the dams can only have robot encounters, and I haven't triggered the spot in the game where robots can start spawning in random encounters, they just don't. And so I just don't get random encounters. So all the dams are going to have no encounters, which will be nice, because the dams are kind of ridiculous. Casually, the dams are like really... are basically like a really big defense, or not defense, but difficulty spike. Because the robot encounters are actually still pretty hard. This game has an atrocious encounter rate, and these dams are mazes. So they tend to be pretty bad spots in the game. Alright, red dam's done. An escape pipe out. We're going to telepipe back to the hometown. So telepipes will take you back to the last town you saved in, by the way. And since I have never saved the game so far in this run, that just takes me back to the first town. I'm doing that because it's sort of a quicker way to the next dam. Which is that green one right there. So it puts the jet scooter at the closest spot where there's water when you use a telepipe. So it's right here. And then I can just go down here for the green dam. Right there. And Amy has the card for this one too. And I like the dam music a lot too. No, it's not this one, it's this one. I almost did that, or I actually did do that the last time I had to come back. But I almost just did it again. Yeah, this is a long walk along the exterior of the dam. I have to be careful because you can walk, like you go into the black parts, it is like falling down a pit, so you'll drop down the floor or whatever. I don't want to do that. Especially since I have no idea where it would put me, and then I'd be lost. I'd have to look at the damn map. The damn map. I'm glad I hit that pad when I did, because my thumb slipped off the D-pad again, right as I stepped on it. Alright, we're done with Green Dam. A-pipe. At least it's letting me run a lot more often this time. I don't know if that was just bad RNG on my part that last run, or if something was goofy. It's definitely giving me more opportunities to run. Or it's definitely running more often, I should say. Like, successfully running often. Fine. Die. Now we're going to the green, or the yellow dam rather. This wasn't the green dam. Alright, yellow dam. May has the yellow dam card, so it is right there. The yellow card. So the yellow dam's kind of interesting just because it's like, it's still like a maze, but it's not as twisty and turny really. It's, I mean, at least not until the last floor really. It's just kind of wide open, you just have to know where to go. I almost wonder if this might be the first dam, because it seems like it's the shortest one. I don't remember, to be honest, what's the first dam you're supposed to do. Maybe when Joe's back, maybe he'll know since he ran through the glitchless notes. I assume it would have you do the dams in order, but maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, I guess you would have to, guys. I guess I don't know if you find all the. I guess like if you find all the cards like at the same time or something. I forget. I honestly forget. I haven't played this game casually in so goddamn long. Just because the dams are so frustrating casually. I guess now that I know my way through them, maybe it wouldn't be as bad, but then again, also, you're going to probably want to find some of the treasures in here. And this route ignores basically every treasure chest except the one with Dark Force in it. I'm getting very good run luck, for sure. And that was actually really good encounter luck to get to the blue dam, only getting like 2 encounters, I think it was. Blue card. Now the blue dam, this is definitely the longest dam in the game. No, I think if I remember right, I just keep them this way. Yeah, to this thing. It'll actually help me save some time in this dam, because I normally accidentally walk along the wall down south a little bit before realizing, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go on that one and have to turn back up. So, that'll be nice. That'll save me some time, especially if I don't go anywhere dumb in here. Ah! They put me above it. That'll cost me a little bit, but not too bad. Drop down the pit. I like the aesthetic of the piping over like in the kind of in the foreground because it's above. The piping is at, like at the roof or whatever. I kind of like that aesthetic. At the same time too, sometimes it makes it hard to kind of know where you're supposed to go, because sometimes it kind of obscures pathways and makes it look like you can go some way you can't. Which kind of sucks. Oops, what am I doing? Do it this way. Amazing that Bic did this in fucking 35 minutes. I'm like 30 minutes in and I'm in the blue dam still. I mean, it's actually working properly this time. Nave's not taking damage from everything. This is interesting. I wonder what was going wrong with the other runs. I can't imagine. Rudo was pretty low on health. I can't imagine he won't die to one of these damage tiles as I'm going. Unless it gave him a heal from coming in here. I don't know. But if I remember this dungeon right, I do believe these rings prevent you from actually doing it. There's Rudo dying. Rings prevent you from doing anything. Like, so you can't fight and stuff. And there are normally supposed to be encounters here. So I think you're just supposed to run from everything. So those are the 3 planets in the system: Parma, Motavia, and Dizoris. Sometimes they call it Dizolus, and sometimes Motavia gets called Motabia. It's like they can't decide what they want it to be. So this is some more cutscenes about Phantasy Star 1. And Alice having to fight Dark Force. And we're safe. We didn't blow up with the planet and the satellite. Now it drops us back off in the hometown. And we go back to report to the commander, but the game is so bugged out because we sequence broke, it's going to give us the very first cutscene again about the commander telling us to go check on the biosystems lab. And then, so now we're going to walk back to the house to get ready to go, and we're going to get the same cutscene with Nay where she's like, I know you're leaving, I want you to go with me, or I want to go with you. And now we don't have anybody of our party members back, so we go into the house, and hey, it's Rudo again. And then we go back into the house again, and hey, it's Amy again. Then we have to reorganize, go ahead and add them back to the party. And now we gotta go ahead and reorder the party back to the way we had it. Come up here. Oops, not room. Damn it. And here. Roof, which is gonna let us use the spaceship to go to Dizoris, which we just did. Alright. Now we're gonna use the Visiphone, which allows you to save anywhere. And we're going to continue our adventure. And now because we've saved on this planet, when we use... Oops, Amy has it. When we use a telepipe, it's going to teleport us to the save point, or to a town where we have a save point. I don't know what makes it decide this town versus any of the others, but it's lucky because this town is very close to the next dungeon we gotta go to. Burbo. There's this dungeon right here. And since there's no robots still, there's still no encounters in dungeons. So we're just going to stroll through this one. And I made a mistake. Hopefully oh, that's down. Shit. Crap, now I don't know this dungeon well enough to know where I'm supposed to go. Maybe here. Yeah, okay. I saved it. This is where I was. Okay. That was just a little bit of a time loss. I don't know what was making me not really pay attention. Or actually, to be honest, I thought that was a wall and not a pit. For some reason. Even though it was black, and all the black wall thingies are pits. The black tiles are pits. The walls are gray. I was like, oh, that's just a wall. I can bump into it and then move. And then I was like, oops, never mind. I just fell in a pit. Thankfully, I was able to get back pretty quick. So it's not going to be a huge time loss. I just walked right, but whatever. And hopefully I won't get another encounter, and then I will be in the Esper Mansion with an alive Rolf and not have to use the Moon Dew on him. Or if I do get another encounter, I can... Okay, good. Alright. Rolf has to be alive for them to let you in here. Which is actually why you get, or you glitch in the moon. One of the reasons why you glitch in the Moon Dew at the very beginning, because if Rolf's dead when you get here, you can just use the Moon Dew to resurrect him. Hi, Lutz. Glitched audio. Pause and unpause. Get the Nay Sword. Talk to him again. Alright, into Noah we go. So I didn't actually lose too much time there. That's not bad. I was probably or was going to gain some time there, and then because I did that I lost some time. I only lost a little bit of time because I was ahead instead. That's probably what happened. I had to think about it for a second, because you usually go left when you have to go somewhere. If you can go left, that's usually the way you want to go. Except for here. You want to go right here. Skip that one. Go down this one. And then what I did and messed up was I went left there when I should just go up here in that last run, so I'm already going to be doing a little better. Here's another instance where you don't want to completely go left because you don't want to go up that staircase, you want to go up this staircase. But you want to go left here. And then down, because you can't go left anymore. And then left and up. And then an ominous looking treasure chest that has the ultimate evil in it, Dark Force. Alright, so we're gonna have a strategy, so we have an enemy attack, and then we'll fight. Good, yes. Curse him. He's not gonna do anything, which is fine, because he wasn't gonna do anything anyway. Hopefully he'll curse Rudo. No, he's just gonna kill him. The Nay Sword can actually remove curses, it just didn't. It's random whether it does it or not. He's gonna curse Rudo, which is fine. It'd be super cool if the Nay Sword would have healed him there. Oh, never mind. Never mind, because Dark Force is dead. God, that fight is so free now. Like in the old route I used to do, that fight was nerve-wracking. Because you were counting on Nay Sword to like uncurse people and stuff. Alright. And now here's Mother Brain. I like how you can actually start fighting her before she actually appears on the screen. Alright, there goes Rudo dead. Nay, stop missing! And Mother Brain's dead. And there's them bad humans. Man, this is gonna be a good time. Be like 42 minutes. And time. 41:35 actually. Nice. That's a really good time. That's like 6 minutes ahead of or behind world record. Doesn't get me to 6th place yet. 6th place is 41:05. So even going from 48 down to 41 is... I'm happy with this time. I'm probably going to call this a stream, but I'm going to let the credits run and the cutscenes here at the end. And you can see all the characters I didn't get because I didn't go anywhere. And so what's interesting is the any percent English or US versus the any percent Japanese, they have different glitches. So we do things way differently. So like the Japanese any percent's like 11 minutes because it's more busted. Or 12 minutes. The world record's 12. 11:59. I have to like watch Bix run or something at some point to figure out how I can shave 6 minutes off that time. Because like, I mean, granted, I made one walking mistake in the chasm, and I think I made some walking mistakes I feel like I made a walking mistake somewhere else too. But I probably like the walking mistake in the chasm maybe cost me 30 seconds to a minute. God, if it cost me a minute, that would have been 6th place. That means I'm pretty close to probably popping 6th place, getting sub 41. I wonder if I'm close to sub 40. I mean, I probably have enough. Like I did a little bit of bumbling in the glitch area too. I can save some time because I even see I lost 32 seconds on my first split. Or not 32 seconds, 3.2 seconds. I lost 3.2 seconds on my first split because I was bumbling around too much in the menus. I kept screwing up when I was trying to like throw away Rudo's stuff. I kept using it on accident and stuff. So, I mean, there is probably at least a minute of time savings here. Easily. An easy minute of time savings, I should say, without having to like really refine something like my menuing or something like that, or getting better encounter luck. So there is the possibility of getting things called hide-a-pipes, which are basically repels, and perhaps that could save time by reducing the encounter rate, but then I have to get it. Like, you get one through glitching it out from the inventory, but then you also, so that you don't have to keep doing that, the route expects you, when you need to use one, to duplicate it and use the dupe. Yeah, I finished it a couple times since you've been here. It's a short run, it's 40, I mean, this game's so busted, this is a pretty short run. So this is a run I used to do back in like 2014, and my old time was an hour 14 minutes, but the route was completely different back then, and it was a lot more like you had to kind of really manage stuff a lot. Like there was a lot of micromanaging of like the glitches and stuff in the original route that I ran, and so even though it was sub 1 hour was what most people had, I couldn't get it just because it was so difficult to manage stuff properly, because you had to like glitch levels and stuff like that. Where in this game you don't, or in this new route you don't. They figured out how to like get consistent stats out of Nay and Amy without having to like glitch their levels and re-level them back up all the time. And since it powers them up so much, you don't even need spells anymore. And that was a big thing too, is because like the level glitch, it would screw with your spell list a lot, and sometimes you wouldn't have spells even though you're supposed to, or like it would take it away, or you'd only be able to use them inside of combat and not outside of combat, or things like that. It would do weird stuff to your spell list. And so if you lost a spell that you needed to have, then you'd have to just re-level glitch and sit there and keep doing that until you got the spell, like all of the spells you needed would show up where you would need them to be. And it was just kind of a pain. So that would be why I'd spend so much time, why my runs would always be over an hour back then, was because like inevitably I'd be in a spot where like I'd get to the end of the game and or like the Esper Mansion place where Lutz is, and I'd be like, okay, well, I need to have these spells, and then I'd look and I don't. And so I'd have to just level glitch and take a fight and then check again, and then you have to get a fight to check again, because your spell list in combat wouldn't always be the same as your spell list out of combat because of the glitching and stuff like that. So it was like, it was annoying. And so I eventually just gave up on it because it wasn't fun to do. This is a lot more fun of a route to me, and it's a lot more consistent, and I'm a lot happier with it. So this might be in the repertoire for a while. I'm actually going to submit this to a marathon in November, more than